On a farm somewhere in Kent, a dedicated band of aviation enthusiasts prepare their aircraft for their pilgrimage to the Light Aircraft Association's annual rally. Aircraft are wheeled out of the hangar into the warm September sunshine. One or two are wheeled back into the hangar because this year their owners are not attending the rally, or more probably, for whatever reason, are unable to fly their aircraft there and will be driving to the rally by road. Covers are removed and everything is checked and double checked. Final adjustments are made where required and checked again. Then it's into the briefing room for a spot of flight planning. In this case, the briefing room is actually a caravan bought for a song and converted.
Yep, there we go. Sywell, Northampton. I don't know whether...
Oh, it's Baldock and...
Right, so we can go to Brookman's Park, hopefully, and then we'll normally go to Baldock, because that's a good visual reporting point, straight to Sywell, and we're outside the standstill zone. That looks like a plan. We've got good visibility today, so that should be okay. I don't think there's anything else. Yeah, so we could fill in a log for our route. We'll just measure that. That's 80 nautical miles. So that for me would be 40 minutes.
Finally, engines are started and they are off. All over the UK and as far afield as Ireland, France, Germany and Italy, similar scenes are taking place on farm strips, airfields and airports. Over the 3-day duration of the rally, if the weather is good, up to 1,000 aircraft and many more enthusiasts will arrive at Sywell Airfield, where the rally is being held.
Well, the weather was lovely and we finally arrived at the Sywell Rally with all our friends amongst us. Luckily it's been a beautiful morning flying, and we've just picketed the airplane down because we're hoping to stay for the whole weekend. Some of us will be camping, some of us will be in the hotel. People have flown in from the rally from all over Europe. We had some Italian guys come in single flight from northern Italy. They come from Sweden, from Italy, from Spain, from Germany. But it depends on the weather, how many we get and where they come from.
Well, we've arrived safely at the rally. We had a very good trip up from Farthing Corner down in Kent, and we're now in Northamptonshire. The weather was very kind to us. We could fly at whatever altitude we wanted to, and we arrived here and did a special sort of arrival process, which was very simple, and landed with no trouble at all. And we're now going to tie the aeroplane down and mosey over into the exhibition area, where we hope to meet up with lots of friends, many of whom we don't see except at the rally here. So we're looking forward to it. It's going to be a very good weekend. The weather is promising to be fair and kind to us, and we're going to have a look around the exhibition centre. We're going to have a look around all the aeroplanes here. You can see there's a huge variety of aeroplanes to look at. And the little Jodelle here, it trundles up at about 90 knots, about 100 miles an hour I suppose, a little bit less. Doesn't go very fast, but it gets us here and gets us around, and we enjoy it, and that's really what the rally is about. One of the great things about the rally is that this year is that we've got the home builders tent back, and that's where there's a variety of people willing to explain to anybody that will listen to them exactly how to build an aeroplane. Everybody thinks building an aeroplane is very difficult, but it's not. It's just a question of a lot of small tasks making a big one, and the people in the home builders tent will show you how to do those things, and there are part-built aeroplanes that you can poke about and have a look at. So yes, it's one of the great things about the rally is the home builders tent. We've missed it for the last couple of years, but it's back now and we're looking forward to it.
Good morning, and welcome to the LAA Home Build Centre. The LAA help people build their own airplanes at home. I've got an example behind me. This is a wooden aircraft, the Flitzer Z2. It's a prototype. Simon Randall is the builder, Lynn Williams is the designer. My name is Dudley Patterson. I run the LAA woodworking courses and help people, show people how to build wooden aircraft. On this aircraft we have plywood stuck to spruce, generally spruce timbers. So the plywood sheets aren't huge, they have to be scarf joined, so you're shown how to do that. The timbers have to be accurately cut to length to fit each other, shown how to do that. There's all sorts of aspects to building a wooden aircraft, but it's not something that's too difficult and anybody can manage it. Simon's day job is an airline pilot, and this is his first attempt, and it's a very creditable attempt at this as well. On a typical woodworking class, which is only a one-day course, but you're shown how to scarf plywood to join that together, how to drill holes accurately and cleanly to fit bolts, etc., how to machine timber to accurately fit to the next piece of timber, how to make a wing rib so it could slide onto the spars to make a complete wing, how to make a wingtip bow which is made up from laminations which eventually end up any shape you want. There's an example here, this trailing edge. That would be a lamination, the trailing edge there would be a lamination, so it's made up of 5 or 6 thin laths of timber glued together to that shape. We've shown all that all in the one day, and it's obviously you can't learn everything there is to know in a day, but you get a good grounding, and hopefully you get enough confidence to go home, unroll the plans and start your own. There are other components in the aircraft, not just wood obviously, and the metal components, the LAA run a course on metalwork, so you can be shown how to do that.
Good morning. My name's Gary Smith. I'm here on behalf of the Light Aircraft Association to tell you about the metalworking course that we run. We've devised a training course where we take a kit of parts, and hopefully we use some of the tools that we will be using to build the full-size aeroplane, and we use those to actually build the toolbox. We talk about the actual the drilling process. We talk about deburring the holes. So we have this special tool that we have to take the sharp material out with. We have a dimpling tool that we actually form a small pocket for the actual rivet to sit in. So we'll use a dimpling tool. It's one of the skills. We have riveting techniques where we'll actually use a pneumatic rivet gun and a bucking bar, and we'll put the two components together to actually form the rivet. We have other techniques where we can use a pulled rivet gun, so we can actually place a rivet in. So that's actually formed a rivet, and that would be for some of the quicker built aircraft. This is the horizontal stabiliser from an RV7, and we'll demonstrate on this some of the techniques for actually forming the rivets down inside. We have pneumatic rivet gun, which follows the same principle, where you have the rivet forms, and we use a compressed air supply to actually run on the machine. We should be able to present that to our LAA inspector as a test piece to show that we're competent and we know how to use the tools. It's a very busy course, it's very hands-on, but you'll learn a lot, and hopefully it will give you the confidence to get going.
There's hundreds of aeroplanes here. If you ever want to look at all of the different aircraft types that are flying in the UK, the LAA Rally is the place to come. We've come up, as I say, in our Gardan Horizon, only one of 9 that are flying in the UK. Unfortunately not on an LAA permit to fly, because EASA won't release the type certificate to the LAA so that they can go on a permit, but nevertheless we keep the old girl going. And hopefully next year we may come again, and they'll be on a permit to fly. But if you want to see hundreds of different aircraft from the flex-wing microlight through to the Commanders and even some twins here today, then you need to come to the LAA Rally. We're just about to set off now back home to Farthing Corner. It takes us about 40 minutes to get back, and with the blue sky and sunshine we've got now, there's no chance of getting lost. And we hope to be back next year.
And RV6 Golf Romeo Victor Alpha November is at number 1 at the hold, ready for departure 215.
Roger, taxi to Bravo 1 and line up 210.
Taxi Bravo 1 up.